Now, listen, you guys, it seems like T.S. Madison is coming through basically defending Nicki Minaj, and we're going to be talking about the Beyonce and Taylor comparison when it comes to who is copying who. And the Transformer is once again on the internet justifying herself while saying she doesn't care what anyone thinks in the same breath. And I'm like, what exactly are you saying? We're also going to be talking about this entire situation with Carisha and her new man, and Kendrick Lamar is out there, debuting at number one. We're going to be discussing about those stats, and Normani has got something coming up with Khalid. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, let us talk about T.S. Madison and what she had to say about Nicki Minaj. She was basically talking about how the industry uses, awards like the Scammys, to humble artists. And according to her, the reason why they still haven't also given Beyonce Album of the Year is, well, they need to keep her humbled. But luckily for Beyonce, she has a man in the industry who can speak up for her sometimes when, they do feel slighted. But we cannot say the same for Nicki Minaj when arguably the most powerful black man in the music industry is out there against you because you refused to sign to him, who is basically Beyonce's husband. So luckily for Beyonce, she has someone that can speak up for her. At least, she's not just getting the album of the year, but, well, she gets to get all the other Grammys, okay? When it comes to Nicki Minaj, nobody's by her side. Who she thought were her brothers turned out to not be her brothers. So yeah, let me just insert what T.S. Madison had to say, and then I will catch you guys after that.
Which I'm pissed because Nicki got snubbed, which I'm pissed because that was one of the best albums of the past year.
They do this. They can't humble her by her success. They can't humble her by her numbers. They can't humble her by her fan base. They can't humble her by her stardom. So they try to find a way. They do the same to Beyonce. That's why they won't give. That's why they haven't given her. They can't humble her by the great artistry that she is or they are. So they try to use something as well. And I'm not saying that a Grammy is minuscule, but they try to use something that people have worked hard for to be like, I'm gonna humble you. I'm like, and then here we go. Everybody who's win those things, the album surpasses everything that everybody who's won the Grammy.
Exactly. But like you said, to your point, these people are winning Grammys, and you're like, how do you win a Grammy? But so and so hasn't gotten a Grammy. Like it just doesn't make sense.
It never adds up. But they use those as humbling mechanisms to do that, and you can never humble a queen.
And Nicki, I love it.
Yeah, you can never humble a queen. Never. She's always going to be a queen.
She'll always be Nicki Minaj and will be around
all the time, always and forever.
And like everyone always says, who is beating her? Nobody.
Right. My thing when people talk about Nicki Minaj's time is up, I always say, if her time is past, why hasn't anyone ever passed her? So if her time is past, why has nobody passed her?
Exactly.
Thanks.
I'm with you on that because she deserves all the flowers and more.
So if you so let's ask and answer that question. If her time has passed, why hasn't anyone passed her? Thanks.
That's why I was saying too, because Nicki.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. And in this regard, honestly, I do agree with her. I feel like at this point, everybody knows what the Grammy issue is about. And everybody who brings up the Grammys as a way to say Nicki is beneath and stuff like that, deep down, I believe that people know that it's actually not fair, that it doesn't make any sense. But just because they are out here wanting to humble her, they still use that as a drag. But anyone with any five senses can tell how it it is insane that the Transformer has a Grammy, that Bongo 2 has a Grammy, that all these other female rappers have Grammys and Nicki Minaj doesn't have, you know? So, yeah, let me move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We're going to talk about Beyonce and this Taylor Swift comparison. It seems like people are saying that, well, or insinuating that Beyonce might be taking from Taylor's book and Rihanna's book as well. There is a collage that I saw. I think it was Millie who posted it. And it's basically a side-by-side comparison of Taylor Swift and Beyonce. The first one is Rihanna actually, being Rihanna's hairline being compared to Beyonce's hairline. So Rihanna's is dated for June 2024, and Beyonce's own is dated 7 February 2024. So with this first part, I don't know if people are insinuating that Beyonce is the one who got copied by Rihanna or what exactly this is. But what people were saying is that, well, in 2021, that is actually when Rihanna decided to trademark her hair care line, okay? And I could believe that. And I mean, for somebody who's launching cosmetics and all of these things, it's not foreign that someone like that would also come up with a hairline, okay? But let me know in the comment section, do you think that there is any trace of copying each other or it was sheer coincidence? Now, the next one in the slide is in the side-by-side picture is Taylor Swift and Beyonce's, films as it pertains to their tours. So Taylor's was announced 31/8/2023, which is earlier than Beyonce's announcement, which was 2/10/2023. And so people are saying that, well, that was Beyonce copying, obviously insinuating that Beyonce was copying Taylor Swift. And the other one was Taylor's announcement for her book, The Eras Tour, and Beyonce made an announcement yesterday. So, of course, people are having a conversation about that. Now, for those of you who do not know, Beyonce also has, a book that is coming that's called Cowboy Carter, which is an art book, and it has pictures that were taken and inspired by the album. And so people are like, she is once again taking inspiration from Taylor Swift. Now, I will say that in as far as Taylor and Beyonce are concerned, I don't think that it is copying per se, but I do feel like these people have got managers, these people have got teams, and I do know that, well, if one team comes up with something and they realize that it's actually selling, then another team would also want to, do that, because at the end of the day, it's not Beyonce who's just sitting out, coming up with these ideas. She has a team, okay? The same goes for Taylor. And at the same time, it's also the people who produce these movies, the people who, are behind the production of these books. They can launch the same idea to different artists, in my own opinion. If they've done a Taylor Swift one and they think it's going to work out, they can go and pitch the same thing to Adele. They can go and pitch the same thing, to Beyonce, because it's not like they are manufacturing these books by themselves. Obviously, they are contracting people to do that. But anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Do you think that Beyonce is out there copying everything that Rihanna and Taylor are doing? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar, okay? So obviously everybody has been waiting for the debut of the album of the expected to be album of the year, because I mean, this is the man who's being argued to be bigger than Drake, and we all know that Drake, when it comes to the charts, he does not play. So obviously this was highly anticipated, and I personally never really thought that this album would tank. I mean, this is an album after the diss track that went viral, so everybody would tune in to hear what's being said, okay? What's the vibe there? It was expected for the album to do well, especially after the diss track, okay? I do know that it's not everybody who can sell an album through a diss track, but majority of the time, yeah, a diss track does help. I mean, I don't know what happened with Bongo 2, because after his, you would have expected the album to do well, with people wanting to hear more about whether she's working anyone, whether she's going to respond to Bigfoot, but it was not the same for her. But anyway, Kendrick's album has debuted at number number one, on the Billboard 200 with 319,000 sales. And of the 319,000 sales, 32,000 are pure sales. Okay. Now, I did see people making fun of the pure sales. They were like, oh my God, Drake did not lie because, oh my God, all these things are coming from polarization because what do you mean your fans are not buying music? And it has been a lot of discourse. But still, that being said, I genuinely don't think that Kendrick will be touching Drake's numbers unless they continue to up the payola and the marketing as they did for Drake. Okay. Now, I will say that Drake can sell, but let's not act like also he was not helped by the machine at some point. Let's not act like, well, he didn't get the better end of the stick with platforms like Spotify. He has. So if they do give Kendrick the same type of push, maybe he will be able to touch Drake's numbers, but organically without polarization, where those numbers are just insane. Drake's numbers are just insane to be able to compete with. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Do you think that Kendrick Lamar is coming in for Drake's position? And do you think that Drake is out and done with? What do you think is happening around this entire scenario? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Normani. It seems like Normani is coming through with some new music together with Khalid, and her fans are like, Normani will do everything, but Normani will not give us an album and stuff like that. So the single is named Personal, and I do wait and expect to have a lot of well curated choreography, because listen, when it comes to music videos and dancing, Normani is like, no, yeah, she knows how to do her thing. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, if you are expecting, if you're very expectant of that, which is going to be coming out on December 6th. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about the Transformers alleged man. Yeah, you remember that guy? Stephon Diggs, yes. The guy that allegedly people were saying that she cheated on with. That same guy, it seems like, is now being linked to Carisha. And I'm like, who is this guy? Oh my God. Okay, so there is a rumor that is going around saying that, well, Carisha is now seeing a new man, Stephon Diggs, after the breakup with, of course, the Diddler. And people have got mixed reactions to this, with some people feeling like, well, there's no such thing as dating when it comes to this particular man, because we all know how, he is like. It's more like joining the roster. Like, when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, you guys are so mean. What do you mean joining the roster? But anyway, let me know in the comment section, do you think that this is something that's going to last? And what do you think the dynamics are going to be with Carisha and the Transformer? Because you do know that, well, of the City Girls, Carisha is the one who remained loyal to the Transformer throughout the JT fiasco and everything that went down between the City Girls and, of course, the Transformer. So do you think that's going to disturb any of their dynamics? Or do you think both women just know that, well, the guy is a player, it's a date, no strings attached and stuff like that? Speaking about the Transformer, she's once again on the internet justifying herself, justifying why she's always in the club. And this is what confuses me with this woman. Like, she will say one thing, but her actions will literally insinuate a totally different thing. Like, that's what I don't get with her. She will come here and say that she doesn't give an F about what people say. She's just living her life and, oh my goodness, oh this and that. But in the same breath, she will take her time to explain herself to the same people, which I still don't understand. I feel like she feels like she owes the internet an explanation for anything. For me, that just screams insecurity. Like, if you find yourself as I don't know if I should call her an A-lister, but as a celebrity, constantly wanting to look for people's approval, to explain why you're in the club, to explain why your album is not coming, to explain how your mind works, to explain. This woman went as far as explaining the breakdown of her budget and why she's doing endorsements. I'm just like, go? Like, are you serious? Anyway, let me just insert you guys what she had to say, and let me know if any of that makes sense, okay? Let me know if it makes sense to say, I don't give an F about people's opinions, and then in the same breath say, oh, when my mom broke up with my dad, she did this, so that's why I'm going to the club, but I don't care about what you think about me, but let me explain exactly why I'm doing. Like, Oh my God. I don't think that after I said that, you guys, I'm going to be coming back. So, that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
Okay, so guys, I want to talk right quick about this because this is so weird. So it's not weird, but a lot of people been saying that I've been going out a lot lately, which I have. Which yesterday was my last day, like going out to party. I'm not gonna party for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friends, we decided that we're not gonna party for a little minute because, like, I feel like we keep seeing the same people now. We keep seeing the same people, and it's like, until there's like a special occasion in the city, we're not gonna go out. And like, we've been partying hard, honey, hard, like having a time, a ball. But let's have this little talk, right? Because I feel like a lot of people been seeing me out, and like on the internet, they having all like these type of mix up opinions. Like, it's like, oh, she's always outside. She's finally happy to do, like, she's finally happy that she's being a hoe, blah blah blah. And I hate when I feel like as men they usually say that, like, oh, she's just being a hoe. It's like, I'm not being a hoe, because after I leave the club, I take this wet to my fucking bed with no to give it to. So I hate that. Like, I feel like, me and my boy was talking about this. Like, it's like after you have like a breakup, like after you have a breakup, you have to let, like, you have to just live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can, if you're in the house, even when, like, even if you work, like, you could work and get that money, but it's like you overthink of your situation and overthink it, and it's like that might fry you again. Not only might that fry you, that might make you sad, that might depress you, uh that might make you do dumb decisions, like hit up your ex or something like that. So it's like, like, I want to go out, like, and it's been a long time, and I hate that people be like, oh, you too old to be going out, you too old to be going out. I'm in my fucking 30s, and it's like I work my ass off, and I was put up for a whole 7 years. Like I need to live a little bit. I haven't. One of the reasons, not one of the reasons, but like when like all like those years that I was like, whatever, I feel like I wasn't restricted necessarily. I wouldn't say I was necessarily restricted of going out. I really wasn't. But I was just so focused on like how the internet used to treat me, and like how people used to like view me as. I was like, I was just like in a state that I didn't even notice that even when I felt like I wasn't depressed, I just wasn't being myself. And now, like, I'm so like, I don't feel like that. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I'm living my life. All right, all right, all right. Yeah. Anyways, so, and then another thing, when people be like, "Oh, she don't ever be with her kids," baby. There's 24 hours of the day. That's all I do. That's all I do is be with my kids all damn day, like all damn fucking day. And when it's the nighttime, the only one that be up is the baby. So I'm always with the kids all the time. Like, I'm a real mom. I ain't no fake Instagram model mom, bitch. I'm a real mom, bitch. Like a real mom, real provider, real changing diapers, real getting my kids up, picking them up from school, taking them out, and making sure they're getting their like, yeah, I'm a real mom. I balance it all. So it's just this weird, like, is that it's so sad that like sometimes women like damn, like, it's so hard for women, because like if a man breaks up with a woman and he's in a club and all that shit, they're not gonna get judged. But if a woman, is she going out, she going to the club, oh, you too old for that, you too this, you too that, and it's like, damn, how how do y'all be expecting women to take to heal over a heartbreak? That's why we saw our mothers cry too much. I remember when I used to see my mom cry every single working day for like 7 months, like not even 7 months, like a year. I feel like my mom used to cry every single day when she separated from my dad. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I want to, and my mom was working every day. So it's like not even the money was wiping them tears off. So I don't want to be that. And I'm so happy to like catch up with my friends. Like my friends are really my fucking sisters. Like they're so funny. Like my jaw is killing me because, well, right now they're in my house right now. Like I love the fact, that it's like I be missing them every single day. Like when they're not around me, I miss them. Like, and we ain't had this type of time in a long, long time since like I guess like Miami and when the Super Bowl Miami, and it's like I love my sisters, like they're really like my sisters. But we're gonna get back to the hustle. We're gonna get back to the grind, and yeah. How you guys been? Yo, yesterday I had such a fucking time, yo. My fucking knees, yo. Let me tell you something. I was dancing so much, my knees started shaking. I got knees made out of fucking glass. I ain't got no Megan knees, honey. You see, the thing about me was, I was a stripper. So I used to bang my knees a lot when I used to go down that pole. I used to like go down the pole and just bang myself. So my knees and stuff. So baby, I got knees made out of glass. these these knees are not made out of steel. They made out of glass, honey. But I had a good time.